Alright boys, in today's video we're going to go over an extremely important topic, something which no man will ever escape, no man will avoid. Every single guy watching this video will experience this and probably has experienced this whether you realize it or not, so you must be prepared to get over this. And this is how to pass any test from a woman. Now, story time. When I was in my earlier days going through my relationships and my experiences with women, I would often get tested by women. Now, I had zero idea what I should be saying to pass these tests. I didn't even realize it was a test. I thought she was just being difficult, right? I didn't think about it. I didn't understand why. Maybe I thought she had some trauma, some issues, right? That's not true. She's testing me for a reason, a shit test. The definition is to see if you will do what is right, not what she is asking for. Now, what does that really mean? She wants to see if you're the kind of man that will say no, that will put his foot down, that will go against what she wants, that will stand up for himself, right? If she says to you, go and grab me some water, go and pick that suck up off the floor, and you say, yeah, no worries, like you're failing the test, right? If she says, what do you want from me? And you say, I want a wife and a girlfriend. What do you want? And she goes, meh. You failed the test, right? If she asks you how many women you've been with, and you tell her the honest answer, you failed the test. And most of you guys, if not fucking all of you guys, are completely missing the point of these tests, and you are always failing. You're being logical, you're being serious, you're giving her the answer you think she wants. Fail, 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 fail. Until you understand this one thing, you will never pass a woman's test, and that is, she does not want the truth. She does not want the answer from you. What she wants is to be played with. What she wants is to know that you are socially intelligent, socially calibrated, and you can think for yourself. When she asks you, how many girls have you been with? And you say, do you mean like today or last week? She's gonna giggle and laugh and think, okay, this guy gets it. That's the kind of guy she wants to be with. The kind of guy who goes, I've been with 7 women sexually and I've kissed 15 women. How about you? Even if that is a low number in her eyes, she'll think you're a virgin. If it's a high number in her eyes, she'll think you're a manhole. If it's meh, she'll have no opinion, but she'll think, you've just told me something about you. Now I have less interest in figuring things out. Whereas when you deflect, that is when you get the behavior from her which you actually want. Because now she makes it her mission to figure things out about you. But how many girls has he been with? Why won't he tell me? Why is he so funny? Why is he so charming? How many girls has he done this with? Congratulations, you now have the foundation for a good relationship. Or at least some kind of experience, right? What you must learn to do is a technique which is called agree and amplify, and it's as it sounds. You agree and you amplify, or you exaggerate. Another way of phrasing this, you acknowledge and exaggerate. So with that example that I said before, when she says to you, what's your body count, aka how many women have you been with, you agree or you acknowledge and then you amplify. Now you can go to either end of the spectrum. You don't have to say fucking thousands of women. You could say, how many women have I been with? I'm actually a virgin. I was hoping you would, do the honors. Would you mind? I'll pay you. That's a joke, right? If you pull it off properly and you are not a social idiot. I'm funny, so I can pull these things off. Maybe you are not ready to pull these things off. With training, you can pull these things off. So whenever you are being tested by a woman, no matter how small the test is, implement this agree and amplify. Use it, right? I promise you, if you learn to use agree and amplify and start deflecting, you will get over these tests. These tests are what accumulates to then cause your failure in dating, because when you fail and fail and fail and fail all these little tests, what happens is you're actually conceding and conceding and conceding, right? So let's imagine when you date a woman, your respect or her respect for you, it started up here, and you keep conceding and conceding and conceding, right? You're going lower and lower and lower in her estimations. The more this happens, the less respect she has for you. The less respect she has for you, the less attraction she has for you. When this happens, right, it's game over, my friend. You can start counting, because she's either gonna leave you, which takes a bit longer usually, or what happens most times, she finds another guy and she monkey branches. She holds onto you loosely with one hand and the new guy with the other hand, and she's going between the two guys. Matthew, yeah, he's boring, but he's secure, but this new guy is exciting. And eventually she'll make her choice. Most often, she lets go of you, dates the new guy, he dumps her, fucks her off, and then she comes back to you. You've probably had that exact experience, right? So that is how things go. And worst case scenario, she'll cheat on you, right? Which is very common these days. And as some proof, I'm going to throw in some screenshots of some text messages where guys that I'm coaching are being shit tested, whatever you want to call it, and I'm helping them to pass these tests, and I'll show you the outcome of them passing these tests, aka getting laid, getting dates, getting relationships. That was the video, guys. If you want to learn more, I have an entire dating guide in my description. I call this my Limitless Dating Academy. Limitless, right? Because you're limitless in your dating potential. Now, in this school platform, I have literally every single guide that you will need to master dating, from the mindset to the confidence, the communication, the dating apps, the approaching, the escalation, the running a date, the S3X mastery, right? Literally everything you'll ever need. If you want to join there, the link is in my description below. If you want to speak to me one-to-one and have a free strategy call, consultation call, then you can apply for one in the description below. Now, I'm not going to do a call with literally everyone because I do get a fair few requests. I have a pretty big following between Instagram and TikTok. And if you give me retarded answers, I'm not even going to consider you my friend. So if you want to speak to me to improve your dating situation, get over that girl, get that girl, start getting some decent amount of dates, aka not one in every 6 months, then you may book a call. Go watch my other stuff, TikTok, Instagram, all in the description. Until the next video, guys, I will see you all later.